All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here toiling in its truth. I'm Bathakamath, Jim S. Dallas, and I'm just coming back at you real quick with a lesson just dealing with this nigga Agent Riser, man. You know, Vocab Malone, a.k.a. Vocab Malone is what he goes by. Guess that's supposed to be his rap name. Whack ass rapper. But this dude ain't no rapper, and he's definitely an agent, man. You know, set up by this system, Esau, you know what I'm saying, to come against the Israelites, man, the Hebrew Israelites, not black Hebrew Israelites. We're not black, man. You know, well, there is no people that's the color black, man, nor white. You know, there are two color schemes in the earth: red, different shades of red, and different shades of brown. That's it, you know. So these devils, man, you know, and he's one of them because he's set up, man. He's an agent. He's also a heathen, man. He's an Edomite. So I understand, you know, these devils are trying to avoid their judgment, but it's not going to happen, man. You know, the scriptures say what they say, and it is what it is. But the point that I wanted to do to do this lesson on in the video that he did here, as you see on the screen, what everyone needs to know about the black Hebrew Israelites, Vocab Malone, which is he's going in. I think this all came about from the recent shooting in New Jersey. You know, the so-called Jewish people that were killed or whatever. You know, this devil right here, man, had to he couldn't wait, man, you know, to put his 2 cents in, you know, because he's set up, man. He's an agent. You know what I'm saying? So he mentions in this video that about reincarnation, man, you know, as if it's not biblical, man. So I'm going to play a little excerpt from this video, and then I'm going to go into the scriptures just to prove this devil wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he's wrong, man. He doesn't know the Bible. He doesn't know what he's talking about, and he needs to just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? But he's a demon. He's a devil. He's a heathen. He's an Edomite. You know what I'm saying? He's the wicked. So he's going to do wickedness, man. He's going to do what he's doing. So non-stop. This devil, he doesn't stop, man. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to stop until Yahweh Shai stops him. So, but I just want to go in real quick on that. So without any further ado, I'm going to play this real quick, and then I'm going to go into the scriptures and just prove this devil wrong, man. Reincarnation is biblical, and it's all throughout the scriptures. And I'm just going to bring out a few, man, you know, just to, you know, the hitters to make the point, get in and get out, man. So without any further ado.
The black Hebrew Israelites teach the doctrine of reincarnation. Reincarnation is the belief, usually associated with Eastern religions, that after you die, you return in another body. Now, all the traditional sources of Judaism and Christianity reject reincarnation, whether it be the Hebrew scriptures, the Mishnah, the Talmud, or the 13 articles. Reincarnation is nowhere to be found. In the New Testament, many passages directly rule it out. For example, Luke 23:43, John 14:10, Hebrews 9:27, and multiple verses in 2 Corinthians chapter 5. Yet, almost all Hebrew Israelite groups who descend from one west hold to reincarnation. An elderly Hebrew Israelite man named Ariah is said to be the Apostle John reincarnated. Ariah is in the upper leadership of the school which David Anderson was once linked with, the Israelite Church of God in Jesus Christ. David Anderson almost certainly walked into the J.C. Kosher supermarket knowing he would die, but also believing that he would return again soon in another Hebrew Israelite body. Reason number 4.
Okay, and that's the point, man. I just wanted to play that real quick because this devil, first of all, you know, as a matter of fact, let me go here, because he said that it's an Eastern belief or religious belief, which first of all, the Most High deals with the East, man. The East is where the chosen land of the Most High Yahweh is. You know what I'm saying? That's where the land of Israel is, in the East, So the Most High deals with the East. So if anything in the earth that's going to have some form of righteousness other than what we're doing here in the West, that light that's coming into this darkness, this world of darkness from the West, is going to come from the East, man, because it's where the Most High deals, from the East. He doesn't deal from the West, man. The West is contrary to the Most High, man, which is in the East. So this right off the top, this devil is tripping, man. He don't know what he's talking about. But he said Hebrews 9:27, and I already know what that is. That's going into the appointed once to die. Let me get it real quick. Hebrews 9:27. And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this, the judgment. So, he quoted those, which proves a Christian, they just don't have it, man. This devil, because when you have further understanding and you go precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, you get the understanding of appointed unto men once to die. You know what I'm saying? Because, and brothers have done lessons on it, man. They've done lessons on these things. Let me see. They've done lessons on these things, man. So here's the precept to go along with Hebrews 9:27. I wasn't even gonna go here, you know what I'm saying? But since I'm gonna address that, so it just goes, hey, everything goes through the spirit, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and verse 35. And it reads, for after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. So let me just read the verse. Is it the verse above? Let me read the verse above. I'll start at verse 34, 2nd Ezra 14 and 34. Therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. After death. You shall obtain mercy. For after death, verse 35, shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared, man. So it says after death, we're going to live again. So when you read in Hebrews 9:27, and it says, and as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this, the judgment. Where's the judgment going to happen? Which as a matter of fact, I'm going to bring that out. But when you go into Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, it goes into judgment happening under the sun, which is right here on the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? So right off the top, this devil doesn't know what he's talking about. But I don't want to get too far out of, because I'm gonna stay within the context of my lesson, which is just proving that reincarnation is biblical, man. You know what I'm saying? So that appointed unto men wants to die is going into the fact that per incarnation, per body, which is that word body is just, it's a house, an abode for the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? You go to the spirit realm. After you die, the body goes into the earth, and the spirit goes back to the Lord who gave it. Ecclesiastes 12:7 goes into that, man. The Lord is going to judge you, and then he's going to send you back into the earth to play out your judgment. That's what this is going into right here in 2nd Ezra 14 and 35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again, because you're going to play your judgment out in the earth, which I'm going to get it. So, but I just want to since he mentioned that, I just wanted to cut that real quick. But let's prove reincarnation, man, is in the scriptures, man. It's all in the scriptures, but I'm just going to get to some heavy hitters, some meat scriptures to go ahead and make the point. This is Matthew chapter 17 and verse 10. And it reads, and his disciples asked him, saying, why then say the scribes that Elijah must first come? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Elijah truly shall first come and restore all things. But I say unto you that Elijah is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Verse 13, here's the point. Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. So that's very clear and to the point. Elijah came as John the Baptist. If you can't get that, man, which the scriptures say in Daniel's 12 and 10, none of the wicked shall understand, man. You know what I'm saying? But the wise shall understand. So the wicked, the wise is representative of the elect of the nation of Israel, which you have to be an Israelite to even be the possibility of being the wise or the elect, part of the elect. You know, if you're a heathen, which this devil is, vocab alone is, he's an Edomite. He's the wicked, man. And it says none of the wicked shall understand. And you got 2/3 of Israel right now. That's a part of that number, man. And they're not going to understand as well, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is very clear. He says, then verse 13 again, then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. So he's saying clearly that Elijah had came already, and he came as John the Baptist, man. That's not even hard. You know, that's very clear cut and to the point, man. Which when you go into Malachi, the 4th chapter, he was prophesied to come back. This is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 5. And it reads, behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which that's now, man, in these times. You know, the great and dreadful day is upon us now. So that means Elijah has been here, man, in these times. And we know through the spirit in the know, those in the know, we know that to be Abba Bivens, man. You know, if you can receive it, you know, he returned in this time, and that's why we now have this true understanding, man, to restore all things. It says, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. So that's happening, man. The hearts of the fathers are turning back to the children, and the heart of the children are turning back to the fathers, man. You know what I'm saying? Those teachers and those disciples, man. You know, the apostles. You know, Apostle Tahar, Gabar, Rakha, Aramla. You know, those are our spiritual fathers, man. Just like Apostle Paul was the spiritual father of Timothy, man. You know what I'm saying? Those spiritual fathers, man. And we're those spiritual children, man. And he's turned them back to us and us back to them, man. So these things are happening, but that happened by way in these times. This is the great and dreadful day is upon us now, man. World War III is coming, man. You know, Jacob's trouble is coming. So those times he was speaking of in these times, and that happened by way of Abba Bivens, if you can receive it, man. For those who have ears to hear, let him hear, man. You know, if it's not for you, it's not for you, man. We're not forcing anything. We don't care if you believe or not. We don't care if vocab Malone believes this truth, man. And no one else, man. You know, we know this thing is for who it's for, man. But reincarnation is very clear and evident all throughout the scriptures, man. It's you can't refute it, man. Come on, man. This nigga is a demon, man. You know. This is Matthew chapter 11 and verse 12, and it reads, and from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. Verse 14, and if ye will receive it, those that have ears, let him hear. This is Elijah, which was for to come. Still talking about John the Baptist, man. That's very clear and cut to the point, man. You can't refute that. That's talking about John the Baptist, man. If you can receive it. That's why he said, and right here in verse 14, and if ye will receive it. This is red letters. The Messiah is speaking. If verse 14, if ye will receive it, this is Elijah, which was for to come. So, hey, come on, man. John the Baptist is Elijah, man. But if you're not spiritually set up to receive this, you're not going to be able to receive it. It says the carnal man cannot receive that of the spirit, man. So a carnal man can't receive spiritual things, man. It's just not set up that way. You know, it's not set up. So I understand. We understand why Vocab Malone can't get it, man. You know, it's not for him. This is not for him. He's a heathen, man. This nigga is a fucking devil, man. What do I want? What do I want? Do I want this? Yeah. Okay, this is John chapter 1, and I'll start at verse 19, and it reads, and this is the record of John when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, who art thou? And he confessed and denied not, but confessed, I am not Hamashiach. Verse 21, and they asked him, what then? Art thou Elijah? And he said, I am not. Art thou that prophet? And he answered, no. Then said they unto him, who art thou? That we might give an answer to them that sent us. What sayest thou of thyself? Verse 23, he said, I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness, making straight the way of the Lord, as said the prophet Isaiah. So they're asking him, John, who he is, man, you know, and they ask him if he was Elijah, and he said he's not. He said no, he wasn't, because he didn't know, you know, but he was. He just didn't know it because we don't have that remembrance of past lives. So I'm gonna get into, and this is gonna kind of segue back into what I was just bringing out a second ago with when I was dealing with Hebrews 9 and 27. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. And it reads, the thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. And it says the thing right there. So let's just deal with that real quick. I'm going to jump over to verse chapter 6 real quick, just to deal with that. Ecclesiastes 6 and 10, just prove the thing is talking about a man. This is Ecclesiastes 6 and 10. That which hath been is named already, and it is known that it is man. So when we go back, so it's talking about a man. So when we go back to verse 1, chapter 1, Salakia, the thing we just read in chapter 6, that is named already, and it's known that it is man. So we now let's read this in context. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The man that hath been, it is that which shall be. So he has been, and he's going to be again. And that which is done is that which shall be done. So whatever he did, he's going to do again. And there is no new thing under the sun. That makes sense. Nothing new, man. What you're doing is not new. You did it before, you know, because you were here before. But here's we're going to finish this out and get the rest of the point, because like I said, that's why John didn't realize he was Elijah. Verse 10, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? Rhetorical question, because that answer is no. He just answered it in verse 9. It hath been already of old time. There it is, which was before us. But here's the point. 11, there is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. So we don't have the remembrance of it, man. So Hebrews 9 and 27, it is appointed unto men once to die, and then comes the judgment. You die, your body goes back to the Lord, Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. He judges, he sends you back down to the earth where you play out your judgment. But you're not going to, in a new body, but you're not going to remember your past, man. So let's just get that real quick. Ecclesiastes 3 to prove that judgment is right here on the earth, man. Because when we read in Sirach, 14 and 35, it says, after the judgment when we shall live again, man. Ecclesiastes 3 and 15, that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the Most High requireth that which is past, man. So he requires your past because you come back. Verse 16, and moreover, I saw under the sun, the earth is under the sun rises over the earth every day. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. So right here on the earth, man, is where the place of judgment. So you place you play your judgment out right here on the earth, man. So they have no understanding of Hebrews 9 and 27 when they try to bring it out, man. You know, again, they need to stick to what they know, which is nothing. You know what I'm saying? They know Christianity, which has nothing to do with the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It has nothing to do with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga gonna mention the Talmud. Come on, man. Seriously? You know, you devil, man. The Talmud is wicked, you know. But just continuing on, let's continue to make the point. I'm gonna bring out a few more scriptures, then I'm gonna bring this lesson to a close. This is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 5, and it reads, thou shalt not bow thyself down to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So he's the Most High is going to visit. He visits the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. Now I'm going to prove to you that when he says that, it's not talking about like my dad or your dad. You're going to pay for their sins or vice versa. You're going to pay for your own sins. Let's go here real quick. Then I'm going to come back. This is Ezekiel chapter 18. And I'll start at verse 19. Ezekiel 18 and 19. And it reads, yet say ye, why doth not the son bear the iniquity of the father? When the son hath done that which is lawful and right, and hath kept all my statutes, and hath done them, he shall surely live. Verse 20, the soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. So if you're righteous, you're going to receive that righteous reward. If you're wicked, you're going to receive judgment, that wicked reward. You know, that judgment, man. You know what I'm saying? But it says the son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. So now either you're going to have to come to the conclusion that you don't believe in this Bible, because you feel like there's contradictions, which there's not. You just have to have understanding. You know what I'm saying? Proverbs 21 and 16, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding remaineth in the congregation of the dead. The scriptures also say, get wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing, but with all thy getting, get understanding. So it's all about understanding, man. You know, which vocab alone does not have, neither do these Christians or these unlearned throughout the four corners of the earth, man. You know, so back in Exodus 20 and 5, you will have to explain now, because it just said the son don't bear the iniquity of the father, neither the father bear the iniquity of the son. Back in Exodus 20 and 5, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. So it's saying here that the Most High is going to visit the iniquity of the fathers upon the children. But we just read in Ezekiel 18 that the father don't bear the iniquity of the son, and the son don't bear the iniquity of the fathers. Now, is that a contradiction, vocab alone? No, man, it's not a contradiction. What it is reincarnation is in the Bible. That third and fourth generation is when you come back. So you are your forefather. So he's visiting your iniquity for what you did when you were your father. 3-4 generations later, you're going to pay for that when you were here doing that. That's why it says in Isaiah 14 and 21, prepare slaughter for the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, roughly paraphrasing, you know. Brothers know that verse for Isaiah 14 and 21, man. You know, as a matter of fact, I'll just get it since I called it out. You know, I don't want to mess that up like that. This is Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. So we just, if the father don't bear the iniquity of the son and the son don't bear the iniquity of the fathers, why are these scriptures now saying that the Most High is going to, prepare slaughter and visit the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, man? Because the third and fourth generation children, which is you coming back, man. So these people right here, which is Esau, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. They're their forefathers. They were them slave masters, man. Those that in these times are saying, I didn't do it. I didn't have slaves. I didn't do. Yeah, you did, man. And you're going to pay for that in your, you got to pay, Ecclesiastes 3. The Most High requires that which is past, man. So one more, man. Let me bring out one more. Let me make one more point. Then I'll bring this lesson to a close because, hey, it's very clear, reincarnation is in the Bible. It's clear. It's part of this thing. Nothing makes sense without it because when you deal with Moses, when he prophesied that the Israelites was going to go into slavery by way of cargo slave ships, there is no accounts recorded of the Israelites going into slavery. Where is it, man? Where is it? They walked into Egypt into slavery. You don't need a ship over in the land of Israel to go into Egypt. It's in walking distance, and they walked into Egypt. So that was talking about something else through the spirit, man. But if you don't have spiritual discernment, if the Lord ain't dealing with you, he ain't supping with you, you're not going to have that understanding, man. You need ships to go from the east to the west, from the western coastline of Africa over to the Americas. You need ships. So when he prophesied that, it wasn't talking about in that particular time period. It was coming later. The prophet spoke and things happened hundreds of years later, and further, longer, Noah was out there 100 and plus years, man, Plus, during the time when Moses told the Israelites that, they all died, man. So some new people are just going to go into slavery for something that some other people did? That makes no sense. That's not just. A just power wouldn't do that, man. No, man, you're going to pay for what you do. So when he told them that, he said you are going into slavery on ships. So reincarnated, that's what happened to their asses. They went on our asses. We went on slave ships, man. For going off, man. This is John chapter 9 and verse 1. The point is in 2. It reads, and as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth, and his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? So he was born blind. Why did the disciples ask who sinned? This man. How did the man sin? When did the man sin if he was born blind? But see, the disciples had the understanding of reincarnation, man. That means he would have had to be being punished from his previous life, man, to be born blind. And for them to ask if that man sinned, is that why he was born blind? Because he sinned? When did he sin if he was born blind, man? These are questions you got to answer, vocab. And that just proves that those scriptures that you mentioned, you have no understanding of. Because there are no contradictions in the Bible. The Most High said he's not the author of confusion, man. You know what I'm saying? Man is you, man. Christianity. You Edomites, man. You've confused everything and everybody. That's why Revelations 12 and 9 says that the great dragon, the serpent, devil, and Satan that deceiveth the whole world, man. And you devils are still trying to deceive, man. So that's clear, man. The man that was born blind, they ask who did sin, him or his parents. So you got to answer that question, man. How did he sin and when? For him to be born blind, that wasn't what happened. It was the him being born blind was for the Yahweh to perform, that miracle to make him see again for those believers, man. But the point is they understood reincarnation, and you'll have to answer that question, man. So hey, with that, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath Shal Dawadad. Shalom, Wa Abad Babal. Shalom.